evening to you. Thank you so much for making time for us to get you informed on the matters shaping your world on the broadcast tonight. Member of Parliament David Kiaraho dies while receiving treatment at Nairobi Hospital.
SHA will collapse in another 6 months and we'll have a crisis of unknown magnitude in the health sector.
Survive 6 months. DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua claims as he urges health stakeholders to claim the funds owed to them. The Kenya Union of Special Needs Education Teachers demand immediate implementation of a government directive to promote teachers. And widows in Machakos County advised to form collective groups to confront their challenges. This is as they received support and hope through local group programs.
This is Weekend Live with Ochieng, Cynthia.
Good evening once again with Ms. Akinyi Francis, ready for the sign language interpretation. But also we are live across all our socials. On YouTube it's KUTV News Kenya, on X it's KUTV_Kenya. Welcome. Speaker of the National Assembly Moses Wetangula has today issued a statement on the death of Olkolou Member of Parliament David Kiaraho, who is said to have passed away today while undergoing treatment at Nairobi Hospital. According to reports, David has been ill for a while and has been seeking medical attention, both domestically and overseas. Wetangula has confirmed that he has selected members to work with the family led by Kinangop, Member of Parliament Kwenya Thuku, with regards to the burial preparations. Meanwhile, DCP party leader and former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has criticized President William Ruto for what he described as failure to address key economic issues, saying that the current situation in the country continues to be difficult for Kenyans. Gachagua has cited shortage of fertilizer as an example of mismanagement and lack of accountability by the government. This is as he claimed that the Social Health Authority SHA is set to collapse within 6 months.
Speaking during a Sunday service at ACK Kianjege Church, West India in Kirinyaga County, Gachagua took the opportunity to respond to President William Ruto, saying that it is not the opposition that is tarnishing the country's reputation, but the current government leadership. He accused the president of engaging more in politics rather than dealing with the core national issues.
It is not we who told him to issue passports to criminals in Sudan. That is why our reputation as a country is bad. It is not us who told him to interfere with the internal affairs of Sudan and deal with the criminal groups. He is the one who is doing it. It is not us who have told him to abandon his duties as president and to engage in rumors and gossip on top of the car every day. It is him.
Gachagua also claimed that farmers have been left in a difficult situation after failing to access seeds and critical farm inputs, especially fertilizers, and are forced to buy them at high prices from agro dealers. However, Gachagua has strongly rejected the government's argument, linking the fertilizer shortage to external conflicts like the Iran war, claiming that there is no real shortage but rather management problems.
We have a big crisis in the agricultural sector. He announced publicly that there are 2 million bags of fertilizer in the stores. Today there is no single bag. The planting season is here. The rains are here. Not a single bag of fertilizer. They are trying to blame the war in Iran. It's a lie. No arrangements were made to provide fertilizer for the Kenyan farmers. So farmers have no choice but to go to the agrovets and buy fertilizer at 6,500 instead of the subsidized fertilizer by government of 2,500.
In the health sector, Gachagua has stated that SHA will collapse within the next 6 months, urging health stakeholders to claim their funds owed to them, which are estimated at 90 billion Kenyan shillings from the government.
I have information that SHA will collapse in another 6 months and will have a crisis of unknown magnitude in the health sector. Today, as we speak, our hospitals, especially the faith-based hospitals, are owed 90 billion and they are almost shutting down. I want to give very humble advice, unsolicited though, to our hospitals. Our hospitals should demand immediately the release of the 90 billion they are owed before they render more services to patients who come.
Gachagua now emphasizes that it is important for the government to prioritize citizens' needs and set aside political battles in order to restore public trust. Rajab Juma, KUTV.
Away from politics, the Kenya Union of Special Needs Education Teachers, KUTVNET, has demanded immediate implementation of a government directive to promote teachers. This is 6 months later. It was issued by President William Ruto at State House in September 2025, citing delays by authorities.
After that exercise, I have met with these teachers and we are raising concern. After the teachers' unions were invited in State House, that was on the 13th September 2025.
The Kenya Union of Special Needs Education Teachers, KUTVNET, has demanded immediate implementation of a government promise to promote teachers 6 months after the pledge was made at State House, Nairobi. Speaking during a donation exercise at Hope Special School, Waondo for the Mentally Challenged, KUTVNET General Secretary James Torome said the directive to award teachers an additional job group had not been effected, denying the expected salary increments, as he urged the Teachers Service Commission, TSC, to fast-track the process before the end of the month.
This is now 6 months down the line. The presidential directive have not been implemented. One job group. The president promised us to give him the feedback of the second job group. So we are asking Teacher Service Commission, the chair and the CEO, to move with speed. To move with speed. Before the end of this month, we want to get the results.
Torome also called on the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury, John Mbadi, to release funds to facilitate the promotions, as he further criticized delays in allocating 20% of affordable housing units promised to teachers and called for the dismissal of Housing Principal Secretary Charles Singer.
We signed an agreement with the Housing Committee that agreement was to elapse on the 13th of March. So we are telling the president, sack the PS. He have never convened any meeting with the teachers since we left State House. So we don't know anything happening there. Hinga must go because we don't know what he's doing there.
However, KUSNET First National Trustee Jackson Odindo highlighted poor infrastructure at Hope Special School, saying classrooms are being used as dormitories, limiting admissions for learners with special needs.
You can see for yourself the infrastructure is in bad shape. The road leading to school is not reachable, it's not accessible, it's pathetic. We had to follow through the primary section, so we don't even have a dormitory. We are using classrooms as dormitories. The numbers, we are now even limiting admission because of the shortage of facilities. We don't have a dining hall. We have some semi-structure there, Kaunda structure. I understand some people do Ondoa Kaunda. I don't know why Hope is not considered in the Ondoa Kaunda program.
KUSNET now looks forward to swift action by the Teachers Service Commission to deliver long-awaited reforms and restore teachers' hope and improve learning conditions.
We understand the finance minister, Bandi, release that document so that Teachers Service Commission can give our teachers one job group.
Ateng Kanegunda, KUTV.
Thank you, Ateng, for that. Now, marginalized communities in Mavoko constituency, Machakos County, have expressed concern over lack of development in the areas. The residents have now strongly criticized local leaders for what they claim is a long-standing failure to address their problems. Additionally, the residents have called for a unified voice among the communities, a step they describe as an effort that will enable them to be heard and have influence in realizing their demands. Also urged the residents to register as voters as the voter registration exercise continues to gain momentum across the country.
Wale ambao wanakaa humu lazima tupae na umoja, kwa sababu hii wakati wote tunakaa huku tunachaguana, tunaleta watu wa huku, at the end of the day hatuoni ile matunda ambaye pia tumepigania.
Tunapeleka mtu kwa kiti ni ile card, you are voter, registered voter, na verify you are a voter in that polling station. Kwa hivyo na wasi, angalia kadi yako, angalia ID yako kama kura yako iko Mavoko, na kama iko Mavoko na wahakikishia tuko na risasi ya kwenda vitani.
Moving on, Anglican Church of Kenya ACK Bishop John Omangi has expressed concern over the increasing cases of drug and intoxicating substances abuse among the youth, describing it as one of the factors contributing to moral decay in society. He urged that urgent measures be taken to address the issues while calling on leaders to maintain integrity and accountability in the delivery of service to citizens. Additionally, he condemned corruption, stating that it continues to weaken the provision of quality services, and called on both county and national governments to take swift action to tackle the problem.
We call upon our leaders to embrace peace and love for the citizens and the country. They should avoid hate speech at all costs. Politics should not divide us, but instead unify us. It is only in this that we can raise standard in all areas that affect our lives and our country. We implore all Christian, all church leaders at every level to embrace this call to raise standards. Leadership must reflect Christ in character, conduct, and commitment to God. Credibility of the church depends on the integrity of its leaders and leadership. A call to country leaders.
Now, that story marks the end of the first segment. We're due for a very short break. We'll be back with more stories. Do stay tuned.
You are watching Weekend Live with Ochieng Cynthia.
Welcome back, and let's keep on informing you. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has hit out on the opposition, stating that President William Ruto's government has fully delivered on its promises. Mudavadi, who is already in the mountain ahead of President William Ruto's visit, highlights on the politics being surfaced by the opposition, where he condemned the recent utterances from political leaders. Mudavadi, who has been a key figure in the Kenya Kwanza government, has continued to loud for support for President Ruto come 2027.
Say we are looking for it, but it is our intention to form government. Munatafuta because you want to form government. Why do you want to form government? Because government is a good thing. You are not being elected to go and dismantle government. You are seeking to go and form government. If the government was bad, why do you want to go and form it? Because it is the government that drives nations after people have elected. Serikali ndio inafanya nini? Inasukuma. So when we speak to say that we want a stable, peaceful, dedicated government, it is very important so that our children can go to school. There can be peace and stability. We can have health, mambo ya afya. We can have kilimo.
Widows in Machakos County have been advised to form collective groups to confront the challenges they encounter after the death of their spouses. The recommendation delivered in Makaveti, Kalama, comes as numerous women nationwide continue to grapple with inheritance conflicts and forced displacements.
As many women nationwide continue to face property disputes and eviction after their husbands' deaths, widows in Machakos County have been encouraged to unite in organized groups to tackle challenges following the loss of their spouses.
And I've now been working with Margaret, with Susan for 1 month, and I am joining their organization to help people around the world know about all of your amazing stories, your struggles, and the power of women. When you raise up one woman in community, you raise the entire community.
During a gathering in Makaveti, Kalama Ward, hundreds of widows marked 13 years of achievements under the Maendeleo Mapya initiative, a program founded by Margaret Ndalana, a third-term nominated MCA in Machakos County Assembly, saying it promotes solidarity, healing, and financial empowerment through support groups.
Mimi ni charedi wa hiyo kikundi. Hiyo pesa ya table bagging ile tumepewa na Mheshimiwa Ndalana ilikuwa pesa tu, ile pesa kidogo, lakini hiyo pesa tunaiweka hapo kwa meza, tunaishangisha hiyo pesa, sasa inakuwa pesa nyingi. So mwisho wa mwaka ukifika, tunapatia wamama pesa, hata wanapeleka watoto wao shule.
Speaking at the event, Ndalana noted that widows often experience humiliation and social isolation after losing their husbands, making community support critical, as she highlighted that, with contributions from local and international volunteers, the initiative has raised over 10 million Kenyan shillings to assist widows.
Tuko na registered women 500 widows. Wengi walikuwa wameolewa, bwana amepasa away, family na kufukuza nyumbani, unaenda kukaa town na watoto wako. Pale uta afford nyumba ambayo ulikuwa nayo mahali ulikuwa umeolewa, utaenda kulala nyuma ya shops. Na hapo utalala na watoto 5 na wasichana kwa room moja. Changamoto kama hiyo, watoto wa mama wa Kalama wametoka kwa changamoto kama hiyo.
Attendees also shared testimonies of resilience, expressing gratitude for the financial and emotional support that has helped them rebuild their lives and secure a stable future.
Kupitia kwa Mheshimiwa Ndalana tumefanya table banking. Saizi pesa zenye ziko bank tuko na 1400. Kupitia kwa Mheshimiwa Ndalana tumejiinua sisi wa mama. Hakuna mama kwa grupu yetu anaweza kosa school fees.
Widows now remain hopeful that such initiatives will continue expanding, offering more widows protection, support, and opportunities for self-reliance across the country. Ochieng Kanegunda, KUTV.
And in today's sports, Kenya Premier League KPL matches, Shabana FC defeated Murang'a Seal 1-0 to climb to the third place in the table with 43 points, 1 point ahead of Kariobangi Sharks, while Murang'a Seal remain in 6th position with 38 points. Ulinzi Stars, on the other hand, had a good day, beating Sofapaka 2-0 and now sit in the 15th place, while Sofapaka are at the bottom of the table. Yes, well, it's a wrap from us, KUTV Weekend Live. It was a pleasure having you, knowing that you have entrusted us to get you informed. Akinyi Francis has been on the sign language interpretation, but I won't really forget to mention some incredible talents behind the camera or the scenes. We had director Franklin Indenje, and on the TX we have Lucy, we have Felicia, and the other lady whom Wahoo. Yeah, I was almost forgetting her name. That's all we had. Have a good night. My name is Ochieng, Cynthia.